Hi, it's me coming to you once again from Thailand this time. Um, Last time I was here, I think I was in Indonesia, or I was in Australia actually. And it's been like 2 years since then. A year and some change, maybe? And I'm in an artist studio. I was given free reign to create this space. And though my stay here was 2 weeks, very temporary, I'm really proud of what I've done to make it my own, um, even in impermanence. I think this is something that's come from my experience in foster care, or like that's developed out of my experience in foster care because I grew up moving around a lot, even when, ugh, ee- even when it came to living with family kinship care, I still never got the stability and space to just breathe for real and put myself on in like, put myself into the space to express myself into the space. I can count on my hands the amount of, it's two places I remember putting things on the wall and really making the space feel like it was mine. And since traveling, specifically in Australia, I've had the luxury of, or the luxury, the gift, the joy of learning how good it feels to even make temporary spaces feel like temples, to make places that I knew I wouldn't be in for long leave my mark on them. Um, and so, yeah, they're like, I'm carrying a lot of stuff with me. Like everything, most everything that's on the floor, and clothes and electronics, like I've been carrying on my back for the past six months. October, November, December, January, February. 4 months. I've been carrying like everything I want and need to, or everything I need, everything I could carry that I could use to create. I've been carrying on my back with me. And while it's been a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. It's like this shit is heavy. But then I have opportunities to do things like this, and it's like, oh, well, duh. Like this curtain, this is a sari that I've had since I left Australia. And I've used it over my tent as like a cute little drape. I'm using it as a curtain now. I've worn it as clothes. Like it's so much fun. I guess I wanted to do like, I don't have a real agenda for this video specifically. I just wanted to show up. I wanted to show myself in this space because I'm finally like creating and cultivating my presence on the internet in a way that resonates with who I am. I think a lot of my time on YouTube I've been struggling because I'm like, I don't know who to present here. Trying to fit all of me into the grid lines of an algorithm is complicated, difficult. And then something just clicked. I really feel my prefrontal cortex developing of like, something just clicked and it was like, you don't have to. Just show whatever feels good in the moment and that's enough. And it's still hard because it's like when you're moving, it's still hard. It's still difficult to just do that piecemeal. Because when you're moving the way capitalism dictates that you should towards making capital, it makes it difficult to be like, this piece is enough. There's always something more. There's editing to be done. There's things to grab people's attention. There's this, that, and the other. And it's like, only now have I just, like, I wrote this song a few years ago by giving myself permission to be all doors can be open as I am the key. And I like knew it was true when I wrote it and when I made it a song, but it's only now that I'm actually feeling that, like, oh, not only the good things, I give myself permission to not only be the good things, artistic, creative, expressive, but I also give myself permission to be ugly. I give myself permission to be disconcerting, to make other people uncomfortable with my raw expression. to, you know, to give people the ick. I give myself permission to give people the ick. I give myself permission to be discarded by people. I give myself permission I give myself permission for all of it. I'm not afraid of anything, least of all myself. And because I'm not afraid of myself, I know that whatever part of myself that I share, it's worthy of care, even if it feels like no one is paying attention. And that was my biggest barrier, creating on YouTube, on any social media platform, is getting people to care, feeling like what I was creating wasn't getting enough attention or support in the tangible way of views and money and monetization and all this stuff. But again, I'm in this space where, again, I feel my prefrontal cortex developing of like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I know I want to live the rest of my life creating. I want to live the rest of my life putting random colors and shapes on the wall with no rhyme or reason, just for the sake of putting shit on there, you know? I want the freedom to express myself, and the only way I'm going to get that freedom is to take it. The only way that I'm going to live the life of my dreams is by living the life of my dreams. The only way to get what I want is to do what I want. And I'm like so glad that I've finally started embodying that truth and started realizing how, like, I knew how powerful I was when I first got to Australia. I ended up running into some predators, and I started protecting myself from predation, protecting myself from other people, and it led me into some really painful situations. However, I've gotten free of that, thank God. And I'm able to look in that situation at myself and give myself compassion, and also realize I don't have to protect myself from anyone. I am not prey. And in that, also still give myself permission to have my belly out, to dance and look crazy, to roll my hips, to feel sensual and not feel sexualized. And to ask for what I want, to ask for what is pulling my heartstrings, to follow what's pulling my heartstrings, you know? And also accepting that if whatever direction I'm being pulled in turns out not what I expected it to be, giving myself permission to change direction, to shift my perspective. Yeah. And also, I'm so abundant. I've been saying this forever. I'm so abundant. But like, even in I have $10 left to my name, I am like, I know that I have infinite access to resources, so I'm not even panicking. I know that I have people looking out for me, people who love me, people who want to support me, people who see me and all of my authenticity, all of my audacity to live authentically. I was surrounded by predator, or not surrounded, but like, you know, I got involved with a few predators in Australia, and it made me forget that there are people who want to help, who aren't predators, who want to see me live the life of my dreams, who aren't preying on my vulnerability. I feel like I've like bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, not gone in circles, but gone in spirals and kind of like missed the connection, but it's okay. The point is, I am abundant. I am living the life of my dreams. I am visioning and creating the future that with me in mind. That's one of my biggest things, like the future that AI is creating, the future that the US is creating doesn't have anyone like me in mind. But the future I'm creating has people just like me. The future has me in mind. My future has me in mind. And I have to make another video about that experience of like not being able to see myself in the future when I lived in the US, and now fully seeing myself 50, 60, 80 years old. I'll talk about that another day, but this is what's helping me see myself in the future. It's nothing, but it's everything. It's what lives inside of my head. And I'm so glad to be able to put it out into the world and share it with no expectation, just pure intention. Yeah, so thank you for checking in for this update with me. All the links to everything I'm doing right now is in the description. I'm having a workshop about the naked truth, which this is kind of part of it. And I'm just really excited. Because of you, the change gon' come. That's how I feel right now. Anyway, I love you. I'll see you later. Bye. Ooh, stop it.